My name is Silke Gäng, and you will see a conversation between Roman Melish and me. We are both singers and know each other from our student days in Basel. Meanwhile, I also direct a festival called LIEDBasel, and Roman lives, works, and survives in Kyiv. When Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine began in February, my team and I thought about what we could do. What can we do with music? How can we help? Can we help at all? I then contacted Roman, and from one idea, namely concerts in Ukraine for the people there, a wonderful thing emerged, that is, song recitals in times of war, which we will talk about today. The conversation took place under difficult conditions, as we had to postpone several times because of siren alarms and bombing raids on Kyiv. Due to severely limited electricity, the connection was shaky at times, but we found a way to meet and talk. So Roman, tell me, where are you right now?
Hey, I'm right now in the cafe in the center of Kyiv, because it's here the most stable Wi-Fi and electricity, so we can record it. Because as yesterday we tried, it didn't work, so we tried today again.
Yesterday was an attack?
Yes, it was a big, massive missile attack again. That's why we were forced to stop do anything, because, for example, I live in another side of city. So in the city we have a big river. It's called Dnipro. It's a really big one. So I cannot cross the river if we have air alarm. Sirens, because all transport stops and everything stops, and all restaurant closing, because now it's really danger. So we were yesterday under the attack, and it was like during 3 hours. That's why it was not possible to do anything, actually.
And where do you go then?
Depends where I am in that moment. So sometimes I go to subway. Sometimes I try to find some kind of shelter, or even kind of cafe or restaurant which is underground. So it's kind of also shelter.
Yeah.
Sometimes, honestly, we just say, let's see. For example, honestly, yes, we had like 2 days ago, we had a rehearsal at my job in the National House of Music, where I'm working. And the alarm, the air siren started, and we thought, okay, we quickly will rehearse, and then we go to the shelter. But then we heard the sound of explosion, a really like strong one, and we like in 20 seconds we were already in the shelter. We just said, okay, stop, we go now. And it was on Monday. It was on this big missile attack.
We're doing this talk today because we have come up with this project together, because in March I was thinking of you so much, because we are colleagues. We know each other from Basel, from La Cetra, and from Musik Basel. And I had to think of you like every day, and I was always checking Instagram and Facebook, and was thinking a bit about how you're doing and what you're doing. And at the same time, we all felt so helpless, you know, and we wanted to do something. And also we were asking, because we were preparing our festival, is there something that we can do with music? And so the idea was to collect donations from friends from the festival, from people from Basel and Switzerland, and maybe to try to make it possible that you can do concerts in Ukraine, lead recitals. And then we talked for the first time, and I think that was one of my most profound moments for this year, when we first talked and you were sitting in the darkness. I was listening to you and I thought, oh my God, this is so unbelievable, but I'm so happy, and we are all so like in awe of what you've done now the last months to make this project come alive, because you organized 3 concerts with Ukrainian songs and German songs. Can you tell a little bit more about that project?
We prepared 3 concerts with the team of my work, the National House of Music, to sing for refugees. We had already 2 concerts, 9th of November and 12th of November in the city of Irpin. The city was, I think, 1 month under the Russian occupation. And there was people who was in the time in the city, and people also who lost their house and they moved for the moment to Irpin to live there. So they are like inside country refugees, let's say. So because they don't have any home. And we prepare this very nice program with songs of Schubert, Schumann, Mendelssohn, Strauss, and also Ukrainian composers Barvinsky, Lysenko, Stetsenko, and another composers of Ukraine. And also we were the bandura player joined us. Bandura, it's a national Ukrainian instrument which helps, it's kind of like symbol of Ukraine now. And the sound of this bandura, it's very special, and it's kind of like healing the soul. And this combination of this program was really amazing, because I saw the eyes of people, I saw the tears, really tears, and I saw how this eyes was grateful to us, because it's something also for people that they forgot. You know, if people just put the first level, what to care about, just like to have the place where to sleep, to have the food, to have something like just to survive. And now they came and they listen concerts and they fill up their soul, first of all. And it's like, and we also do this with them, because we see that we can help with exactly what we do with the music. And about this, I'm personally very grateful to you, because it helps a lot. And I don't think you still understand how much it helps, really, because it helps.
Well, the wonderful thing is that it helps us too. I already said that at the festival in May, that it's mutual, you know, it's so simple. Actually, it's just an idea, and it's a phone call, and from that it starts. And that's what is so amazing, that wonderful things can happen with very, very small, like in the beginning, very small effort, because it was just an idea, it was just a call, it was a text, how are you, can we talk? And that's something that anybody can do, you know, at least from our side. I mean, from your side, we are still like, we cannot believe it. I mean, I saw all the documents you prepared, and the project, and the program you put together, the singers, the instrumentalists. So, and I mean, under all these really, really hard and uncertain circumstances, this is so professional. This is so amazing. Really, we are just like, we are so inspired by you. It's really wonderful for us. What I was wondering, because we were talking about that the concerts, the first 2 concerts that you already did were like secret, because you didn't want to draw too much attention to it. We were scared a little bit that it's too dangerous, and also that it is maybe not like appropriate to do music in that time, you know, because maybe it's so, you know, I mean, people are busy with surviving, you know. So did you feel it was really like the right thing to do?
That was the most right thing to do, because what I had my own experience about this. If it's right thing to do, to sing some concert, or to do something for people, what is not what is not the first needed thing, let's say, what I thought, but not. It's really something what people need. And what I had in the first online concert in March, in the beginning of, I think in the beginning of April in Lviv, where I was at that moment, that people was writing me after the concert, Roman, thank you very much, because I forgot about war for 1 hour. I just first time I was able to listen music. And then you understand that is it your weapon? It is your power. So it is really right thing, because even, yes, we didn't do like some kind of, we didn't make it in the social media because there was some, let's say, speciality of this place. But we said to people who were there that we want to do this, and it was like kind of not just like people said people, and in the end there was quite a lot of people who came for the concert. And another thing that people came for this concert, it means they needed it.
Mm-hmm.
And how they were talking to us after this, like really they were so grateful. And you understand, yes, it's something what people need. It's something what people really, because it is attention to them. It is also, it's like you hug each other, because this help for each other, it's really important to show it. Exactly, you help us and we help them, and then they will help another people. You know, it is kind of like this connection, or this kind of, I know, or the big trees of help. And it's something what creating something special, something wonder. What we sometimes we forget about this, but we can be this miracle and this wonder for another people, and then these people will be wonder, or this something good for another people. And that's how it works, like to charge each other. And it's great, actually. It's really, you see it and you feel like we will win, because as long there is kind of good things from people, there is humanity, as long we will stay like alive, we will keep our planet. Because now what we have in Ukraine, like Russian war against Ukraine, it's kind of exam for all humanity. And we are doing our best. And I don't know, like I changed my mind a lot about people and about everything, because you start appreciate some stuff you never appreciated before, really. For example, with you, we were like colleagues. We were like was making like some projects, like singing together. But let's be honest, we were not like close friends or something like this. But some moment you thought, in that moment in March, fuck, Roman is there. Let's call him. And this little thing, this little idea grew up to beautiful events in the end, what helps people. And it's really, we all have to be brave with this, I think. To not be shy and not be afraid to be a good person.
You have a third concert in some days, I think. Can you?
Yes, 25th of November.
And where is it?
It will be in really, really beautiful church. It's called Andriivska Cerkva. It's in the center of Kyiv. It's very nice Baroque church, and with very nice acoustic, and it's also kind of like symbolic of one of the most beautiful Ukrainian architectures. And this concert will be for people who lives in Kyiv or around Kyiv, who are also refugees. They will have to fill up kind of like Google form, and then they will come for a concert. Of course, this concert for free, and then we will sing for them, and it will be a very, very nice concert. It's a very nice place. It's one of my favorite places, I have to say.
Oh, wonderful. Because also we will have the chance to see it, because you're going to record it, right?
Yes, we are going to record this, and like the whole concert, and I'm sure the audience in Switzerland will love it, because we are planning also to make some kind of translation for English, and it will be a very nice video, I'm sure.
Wonderful. I'm sure. I mean, I've seen everything you've done in the last months, and it's just so amazing. So I'm sure there will be no dry eye when you sing.
That's true. Thus, I hope we will keep our eyes dry and we will be able to sing.
How many musicians are there with you?
We are 4 musicians and one, how to say, moderator, I guess. So we are 1 soprano, Ivana Plish, my colleague, me, Roman Melish, contratenor and tenor. I will sing both. And also the piano pianist, Andrei Vasin, and bandura player, Taras Stoller. Actually, I have to add something, like, we'll see, maybe for recording, for not, like, he is the soldier.
Okay.
But he's an amazing musician. And when we asked him, we had to make special permission for him to come for these concerts. And it's also for him, it's important to not forget about music. Because if he has a weapon for a real war, he has another weapon, and it's his bandura, it's his instruments, and he is really virtuous instrumentalist. And it's for people also to see that the soldier plays for them. It's something very symbolic stuff.
Wow.
Really. Yeah, so we are 4 and moderator, which will also he will explain about connection between, for example, Mendelssohn and Lysenko, because Lysenko was the student of Mendelssohn. Okay. And so this kind of culture of Lied came to Ukraine through Mendelssohn and Lysenko. So it's really a very, like, I don't know, symbolic feeling of uniting.
Wonderful.
And yeah.
Wonderful. I can't wait to see it and to listen to it. I have a last question. It's always my first question. It's always the question that I'm like, I don't know if I'm allowed to ask it. It's always the question is, how are you? So how are you?
Oh yeah. You know, like, it's question that I have answered every time different. Like, in general, we just answer like we are alive, and it's already good. Because every day we are facing the hopeless. Every day we are facing like frustration. Every day we are facing like this kind of losing the sense what to do, how to do, why to do. Because, for example, it is really hard situation now, because usually 12 hours per day or 15 hours per day we don't have electricity. And now they are starting to destroy also gas infrastructure. So it means, for example, last 3 days I had together only 4 hours the electricity at home, when I was at home. So always we have to find some places with electricity to try to rehearse or to answer mails, and still with this, under this missile attack, to not get crazy and still think, okay, I have to do this and this and this. And then, of course, if we have some plans, we have to move plans for another day. So it's like we have still kind of mood of work, and we kind of blocked our emotion at the moment, because we understand that now the goal is survive and help each other, because that's what keeps us alive, to be helpful. Because if we feel we are like we cannot help anyone, that's really destroyed us from inside. So we are, let's say, we are strong, we are brave, we are okay, but it's not okay. We are okay, but we are not okay. More or less, to say how is with it, because it's hard, especially last month, and every day is getting worse. That's why also we were talking with you to make this video little interview as soon as possible, because we really don't know what can be the next. And even our government is already thinking one of the option to evacuate 3 million people in Kyiv, because it can be completely blackout. So we don't know where will be our winter and how. But we keep going, we are strong. That's something they won't break us, that's for sure.